Hello and welcome again to my Porsche showcase. I am a driver of a Porsche 992 which I bought in August in the UK. So as I go through my channel, I give you different demonstrations of the capabilities of the car. So today's video is focusing around the Porsche navigation system and the Porsche display, which is called PCM. So we're going to go through the menus. We're not going to go through the instructions one by one. I just want to give you a very quick overview. Porsche actually invited me to do a Porsche Masterclass in this particular interface. It has many options. It can be pretty tricky to find out your way around it. So I found out as I was trying to put in zero the odometer, and I just couldn't find the option to do it because there's options in that screen, there's options on the windscreen and buttons. It's pretty complicated interface. So today I'm going to give you a quick overview of this. So this is the main screen. When you start the engine, I have this. So it shows you the areas of your phone. It shows you what interface I use at the moment for radio. It's used Magic. It shows my personal information here. It has recent destinations from my navigation, which I can keep updating. So it has the voice control, so you can direct commands to the car. So you can say, navigate me to this address, and it will automatically put it down in your satellite navigation. And of course, the start-stop for the engine when you stop on the traffic lights. So when you stop the engine, and the battery, when you actually stop the car, the battery will stop the engine, provided you have a good charge in your battery. So that's the main, as you can see here, when you enter in the car. Next one is the navigation. Navigation at the moment, I use that view, which is downloaded from Google Apps. Of course, this interface is a touch screen, so you can zoom in and out. And again, it has different layers, so you can select if you have a 3D map, the auto zoom. You can enable disable satellite map, so you can remove these here, so the map goes to that view. And then you can zoom in and out as much as you want, really, using your fingers. You can see the whole map of England at the moment is inverted because I have the orientation of the car direction not to face north. There's always that orientation, as you can see here. Destinations, what destinations I used before, I can put again, and then I have any favorites. The media here just shows what I'm listening at the moment. You use digital radio, or you can use FM. So at the moment you can go to a line, so you can listen to radios online, or the Bluetooth. So that's what is actually playing at the moment. I have stopped the volume. So what is this? Carly Simon, You're So Vain sounds like. Let's see the volume. Good. Okay, so the phone interface, that's my phone. I use the same phone at the moment, talk to you to record that video. So I have disabled the Bluetooth, so it's not connected. So the phone is not connected. Said different calls are made, my contact list, my messages, but if the phone's not connected, you don't synchronize that. The car options, that's quite a lot. You see I've got different options. The wet mode, that is used when it's raining hard. There's microphones inside the wheel arches, so it tells me it's very wet. I need to enable a wet mode option here. You can see the picture change at the moment. It just changed the capabilities of the engine and slows down, so you would not have any wheel spin. Normal, of course, is what you normally use for day-to-day driving. Sport mode, that's quite an aggressive mode, which makes a lot of pops and grounding from the engine. Sport Plus is meant to be for truck, when you go trucking, and of course individual, then you can configure the things yourself. But as you can see at the bottom here, you can actually enable, disable the sport exhaust to start on. So you have two choices. You can enable it through this button, or you can enable it through the buttons here, and of course the start stop of the engine. Then you have some control functions. around the car, the displays, the system. You can actually see the driver's manual integrated in the memory of the hard disk of the car. So you can look at this. So you can go here and then you can search whatever you want to put down, and you can find more information about the car. You don't need to go to your home to see the manual. Trip data for the last trip. I have reset this recently, so there's nothing here. And the sports chrono. The sports chrono is interface that sits, as you can see, right above the car here. That's a sports chrono interface. That was an extra. And then this is mainly used for truck, when you take the car in the truck, so you can record your laps, and then you can actually export your laps, and you can see the map, and you see where you've been going around in the truck. I haven't used much this at all, but of course the sports chrono, I'll make another video for that because it has many functions, and I give you another demonstration. Climate control, that's quite an interesting one. You can see all the individual vents. You can have the sender off in the middle of the car, which is off at the moment. You can see the style of the ventilation. You can have a choice between a strong, a medium, and a soft. So you can see this adjust when you go to strong, and then soft. Of course, the lines look different. The footwell as well, the same sort of thing if you want normal and colder. Then you have set the sender on and off. The light goes on, there is red, that means it's an off at the moment, the off position. Ventilation is off. Air conditioning, you can enable and disable air conditioning on and off. If you want the maximum for air conditioning in the car to get maximum cooling effect, you press this and the auto circulation. What I have in this car is I have the Ionizer. Ionizer was an option in this particular car, so it's quite a cheap one, but it allows you to ionize the environment inside the car, so you breathe better air. That's very good if you suffer from hay fever and you have the car closed at all times. So you can put the Ionizer, it will clean the environment, so then you will not suffer from any hay fever attacks. Another option is applications. So the car comes with different applications embedded. So for example, if I want to see the weather, I press this. It has an internal SIM card in the car, which is integrated in the car. I don't have access to it. And then it shows you what's the weather. So today, this time, and then you can go through like chance of rain, 24%, the wind speed, direction. So it just keeps going like this for every day, so you can actually see what the weather is at the moment in that particular location. Of course, there are many applications. You can find you parking locations, you can find you restaurants, you can even do a Google search, find the hotel, petrol stations, breakdown call. You can even read the news. So if you go through here, this is a German DW channel. I have not played around a lot of these, so it's just the default. So it just shows you the news today as they come along. Of course, when you drive the car, disables that view, because that you would not want to be reading something when you do that. The next option is assistance in the car. So in assistance, I've got this extra. All of these are extras in the car. So the surrounding assistance is when you actually do the parking, and it has sensors all around the car. So you can see here that's enable, disable from here. Lane keep and assist, that's the one I showed you before. That follows the two lanes in the middle of the road, for example, in the motorway, and that's very useful. So you don't need to pay so much attention, but you still need to hold the steering wheel, of course. But if you go over the lines, the lines actually on the motorway, it will make an alert noise, and then it will also ask you to hold your steering wheel once again. And the active save as well. That's it gives you the vibration, as I said, when you go over the lines. And additionally, if there's an impact, an accident is about to happen, by using that capability, then the car can apply the brakes extra, so you can stop the car without you need to do so much. So it's just an extra warning. It will flash on the windscreen different warnings, and also apply the brakes for me to avoid a collision. The next one is a sound system. This car has the Bose system, as you can see here. So the Bose has different options how you play the music. This all comes in the car. Then you can play around, enable, disable different features here. Linear DAB, you can put sound improvements for compressed music formats. Audio pilot, that means that's increasing the volume as the road noise is increasing. All these sort of things you can just click and disable and enable as you need it. And of course the volume, you have different volume settings for navigation. I have it off. For the park assistance, when I park the car is medium volume. Volume while parking is off. Warning tones, message tones, everything is as configurable. And the tone here, you can increase the treble and the bass as well. The devices you normally connect here. I have my iPhone connected. I have two phones here actually. I have used configured here for the car, so the two devices can connect to as a device manager. And one of the most complex, the last option here is all the settings. Here is many settings. It's just unbelievable. You just go menu after menu after menu. All these settings here, they're pretty elaborate. So I'll just give you maybe an example of the displays. So you can change settings for the PCM, which interface highlighted here. So you click on this. So it's allow you to set up the display. And you can do this. And you can configure the display. And then it's so much. You can even switch off this display altogether. You can have a tone when you touch the display. So it makes beep beep every time you touch it. I have disabled that, as you can see. So this is one of the most elaborate menu in the car. So you can go through an unbelievable amount of options. And as you can see here, I have not been using all this yet. I've not played with every single setting. As you can see here, look at the options, are just unbelievable what you can do. So I normally left some of these in default, but I know there's still an option to, if I want to change something, I can go back here to do that. And that's the last of the options here. That's what you see in the Porsche PCM. Just to let you know, if you like to see something else in this particular car, please let me know. That's the end of this particular video. It's very short. I've seen people who can make an hour. As I said, Porsche offers a masterclass that can be a whole. I don't actually know the duration, but I know they actually get somebody trained to tell you through the menus and the options, which I don't think so. I need that. If you have any more questions around this video, please let me know. If you want to see something specific in the car as well, please let me know. This is for now. I hope you like the video. If you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the videos. Please let me know what you know and see. That's it from me today. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.